Okay, I'm going to make a short video on how to create terrain data from the Samb state aerial mapping data. You can access the shares folder from the network drive. You can just map this to your regular desktop or your network drive, or you can access it within ProjectWise. I'll show you where it is in ProjectWise. They put it in the Western UT standards. So you can see under here you've got county maps and some other things, but you can see that they put it in a folder right here, so that's where you can find it within ProjectWise. Now, just to show you how to find it, there's an index inside the mapping. You can there's three folders. There's the first folder is finding it within here. So you go to your folder that you're or rather the PDF that your project's in. Kanawha County for this particular one I'm going to pull the data from, and you basically zoom in and you figure out what the tile name is. This one that I'm going to be pulling for this is in Dunbar. Let's do so you can write this down, or just do a notepad with it and just write down the ones that you need. So we're going to need SG07-21. Okay, so we're just going to write that down, and then what we can do is now find where those files exist in the mapping. So you know that the first letter means that it's going to be in the south part, so that you're going to look up the south folder. Okay, and then you're just basically going to look up this same exact thing with this name. So you're going to want to go to the DEM G07-21. See, here it is. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to create just a blank seed file within a project folder. Okay, so the way you do that, you just create a new MicroStation file. You click on this, and we're just going to store this locally, not on ProjectWise. So we're just going to hit cancel for the project login, the ProjectWise login, and then we're just going to store this in the local C that I've created a folder for. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to click this little button here, and then you're going to say a name. So okay, so we're going to demo. I'm just going to demo this here. So we're going to then open this file. Okay, so you're going to click open. Okay, so now you've got this what I like to call the house file here. You're going to reference that in. Okay, so you're going to go to that Samb folder. You're going to click coincident world. It'll put it in the right location, and then you're going to go to your public shares. Whoops, sorry, desktop. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so I just stored it on my desktop, not the C drive. So you're going to go to that mapping folder, the south zone, and you're going to go to the DEM. You're going to go to I believe it was SG0721. Okay, so SG07 and then 21. Okay, right here. And now we're going to reference this in by just clicking OK. I'll check and make sure that's the right one. Yep. Okay. Open. Just going to give it a second here. So you can see now it's referenced and attached. So what we're going to do is just zoom to that fit view. So you can see here's all of our elevation data for that area. Okay, so one of the other things you want to reference in is the index at which we're going to use to place the imagery. So you go to attach reference just as we did before, but the only difference now is we're going to attach the index that we're going to use to attach the. So that's located in the indexes. So notice the correct one that we want to do is the largest size one. Okay, so it's the South 10K. So open, and that'll give us the reference location for where we're going to place the imagery. So we're going to place that same block imagery, and we're going to turn that off so we can see it. So it's the G0721. So we're going to look that image up and then place it interactively. That's just one way of doing it. Okay. So you attach just the same way that you did the other. The only difference now is that we're going to be placing it interactively by selecting this box. Okay. So next thing to do is to go to the shortcut we provided there, and you're going to go to Samb, and then you're going to go to Ortho Photos, go to the south. So we're going to look for G07, and then we're going to go to 21. Open, attach, and then we're just going to basically tell this image that it exists between these two corners. Okay, and then it's a fairly high resolution photo, so it'll take a second or so to reference in there. So now let's turn our reference back on. Okay. So you can see that's where it is. Now you can zoom in and everything's great. You can see everything's referenced in here. The plots are all good, and you can see everything looks okay. So stay tuned for part 2. This is part 1, and in part 2 I'll be showing how to create a DTM from this data.